The Killer. And I know a lot of you guys probably enjoyed this movie a lot more than I did. But the reality is, I didn't watch this movie when it first came out on Netflix. I watched it a week late. And I went in so excited. I had heard such great things about it. It's a new David Fincher film. That always has me excited. But a new thriller with Michael Fassbender as the lead, as a contract killer. That sounds interesting to me. So naturally, it got my attention. I was drawn towards it. And I watched it. And it's safe to say that I didn't see what several people saw in this film. Maybe you shouldn't take my review too seriously. I'm a 14-year-old kid. The people that enjoyed it are probably much older than I am and are adults who can find this stuff more entertaining. And so maybe 10 years later, I will enjoy this movie a lot more. But I just found it to be a massive disappointment to me. It starts off with an interesting setup and concept where you have this contract killer played by Michael Fassbender, and he gets a mission wrong. He shoots, he misses, so he has to clean up the mess, do whatever he can do. And so it starts off with this interesting little concept. What I love what David Fincher did with this film in particular was that there was a creative use of perspective and storytelling, as it's from the perspective of Michael Fassbender's character. So the entire movie, it's like Michael Fassbender talking and those are his thoughts. You're seeing his thoughts, or you're hearing his thoughts while he's doing a bunch of things. But I just found the structure and actual story flow of the movie to be quite odd. It's way too repetitious, I will say, because the way the movie is split up, it'll put like chapter markers on the screen, like chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, and all of them, all the way up until the very end, is him kind of doing the same thing over and over. Like he goes to an airport, changes his identity, and goes to a place to kill someone, and he repeats this cycle throughout the entire film. And so that's what I really didn't like about it. By the time we got to like the midpoint of the movie, I was just like, oh, I started like rolling my eyes. I was just like, okay, he's gonna go to an airport, do something. And it's kind of also of a revenge story where I didn't feel the revenge aspects of it. And I think a better story flow and a better story in general probably would have elevated this movie a good bit. But I don't overall think that this movie worked as a cohesive whole. And so, in general, like, maybe you guys enjoyed it more than I did, but as a thriller, I don't know when I'll be ever turning this one on again. And especially because it's from David Fincher, I thought it was disappointing.